morning, everyone. This is Mike starting a Friday Silver Sneakers class in about 1 minute. I'll give 30 seconds for other people to join us and we'll get started. All right, here we go. Shoulders are back, stomach is in, a tall neck. Feet are hip width apart, arms down to the side. Inhale up. But come on in, buddy. My cat is joining us. Inhale. Exhale. And again. When we do this, we're going for length. We want to get as long as we possibly can. We are just stretching out shoulders right now, but very soon we're going to add hips, knees, and ankles. 4 more. Kind of a sunny day out there. 3 more. Go for length. Length is the name of the game. 1 more. Let's reach overhead. Now we're going to stretch out all in here. Reach. 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 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. And rest, some easy shoulder circles. A little wider. And wider yet. And reverse direction. Again, if your shoulders are getting fatigued, you do not need to continue. Just take a break. There's something called Madonna arms where they do this for 5 minutes. We're only going to do it for a few more seconds. Little tiny circles. And shoulder rolls up and back, up and back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up and forward. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Relaxing the neck while you're doing this. Nice and tall. Ear to your shoulder. The other arm gets long. Other side. Back to center, looking over your shoulder. Right now we're not rotating from the torso, we're just stretching out our neck muscles. Go back to the other side. Look up, look down, and back to center. So, and let's do, so that's a little routine you can do on your own. I mentally have 3 shoulder things that I do besides all the shoulder rolls. So ear to the side is 1. Looking over your shoulder is 1. Looking up and down is 1. So that would take you about 30 seconds for each one at home. So try to do that every day. Let's start a little more movement. We're reaching out, reaching out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do a little bit of this. If you're feeling a little more robust, you can go quicker. I'm going to take a peek at a message coming in. Funny. Hi, Ann. Ann usually works out with Jenna, but today she's joining me, so my sister as always has popped in. Nice and tall. Let's start adding legs. So we're going to go out, in, across, and back. 8, 7, 6, 5. If you're interested in making your brain work a little bit, as you cross over, tap the opposite leg. I've been doing this forever, so it's easy for me, but if you've never done it before, you might be confused. How many more times are we going to do this leg? Let's try the other leg. 8, 7, 6. And don't be lazy, get a long leg. We want to stretch out, all the while maintaining a stomach pulled in so we have a good core. Cross over, 2 more. Last one. We're going to do a tiny bit of ankle work, and this is something, again, you should do every day. You can do it at home. You're just holding the leg up, and you're pointing and flexing that ankle. We need good ankle flexion to help with our walking. If we have unflexible or non-flexible or inflexible, whatever the word is, ankles, let's circle, then we're going to shuffle because our ankles cannot bend enough to walk. So we'll start shuffling, and we do not want to be shufflers. Other direction. And then side to side, not with the knee, but with the ankle. This is how people sprain their ankles. They step off a curb, and that side to side suddenly gets stretched a little too much, and then you can get a sprained ankle. So this is just kind of getting a little more flexible in that area. I'm tired of doing that. Let's switch legs, pointing and flexing. Circles. When you circle, always go in both directions. And reverse your direction. Side to side. Rest. So we warmed up ankle. We can warm up knee joint, and we're simply extending and flexing the knee. So often I will do all this stuff when we're standing, but today, since I mentioned it, we'll do it sitting, and we'll still do it standing. You'll never get out of that. Couple more. Other leg. Four more. 3 more. And again, go for a nice long knee. Don't just, what do they call, phoning it in? Don't just phone it in. Although that's more appropriate in these times to phone it in since we can't be there in person. Let's do a little bit of arms and legs together. So we are doing heel taps with our legs, and we are pushing out with our arms. Push, 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 push. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more, and that's enough. Go ahead and have a drink of water. I'm just going to take a peek. Behind my chair is my cat, and he usually doesn't join us. So when we go to standing, I'm going to have to move him. So we'll go into a safety lecture. Make sure your equipment is not underfoot when you stand. Make sure you have a sturdy chair when we stand. We're going to be behind our chair for balance, and don't overdo it. So A 1 is what we just did. A level 2 would be what we're going to do. Level 3 would be very hard. You'd be out of balance, out of breath, fatigued, soreness. Don't be a 3. Try to be a 2. So we're going to come out of our chair and go back down 5 times. 1. Ideally, you're able to do this without giving yourself a boost. If you need to, like this, it's not the end of the world. Just try to work on strong glutes. So squeeze your butt on the way up. Squeeze that glute, and that will help us. We're going to do 1 more, and then we're going to stay standing. Let's go behind the chair. Hey, buddy. Yeah. Yep. Nice and tall. Let's talk posture. So a lot of us tend to go, especially as life kind of beats us down a little bit and we spend a lot of time on the computer, our shoulders tend to be forward, head forward, hips are back, and then we kind of shuffle through life. So we don't want to be that person. So hips forward, shoulders back, stomach in and up, tall neck, feet are hip width apart, arms are wide open. Let's inhale. As we come down, we're going to do a hip hinge and our hips go back. This is very similar to what we just did getting out of the chair with our lower half. And then we're adding arms. Again, length. If you can go lower, feel free to do it, but you don't have to. You do not need to go very low. Couple more. And you're behind your chair. I just came in front of the chair so you could see me a little better. Last one. Oh. Let's start a little bit of reaching, just like we did before, on the foot. Let me see if I can explain this. You want the trailing foot here to be in triple extension. That means simply ankle, knee, and hip are reaching out along with your arms. So everything is getting to be long, long, long. 5 more on your own. Let's see who else popped in. Etta Sue, better late than never. Hi, everyone. Etta Sue says hi. Better late than never. Very good. Let's do a little bit of legs out to the side. So I'm going to move my chair. Looks like this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other leg, 8. And get as long as you can with that leg. 5, 4, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. 4 more. 3 more. 2, 1. We're going up with the leg, out, back, and down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other leg, 8, 7. In a perfect world, you would have gone to the other side of your chair, so this hand is holding on, and the other one is doing the range of motion. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Oh, does that feel good? Just like we did arm circles, we can do leg circles. The hip joint, shoulder joint are similar. Six more, 5 more, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other direction. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other direction. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I'm starting to feel this leg being warmed up. Let's do 2 more things. How about one of them being a butt kicker? I'll turn sideways, but you don't have to. So we're bending our knee, flexing our knee. If you want to add arms and you're not holding onto the chair, feel free to do a little arm thing. But mainly we're working lower half, working on flexibility. Couple more. Rest. Up on our toes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up on our heels. Let's do one heel at a time. And now we can add the arms. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and tall. How are we doing? Let's do some hip circles, and then we're going to start doing a little bit of movement. We have a little cardio portion in here. Circles. Other direction. Stomach is in. Stomach is in, protecting lower back. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So for our cardio, we're going to go mostly marching side to side. I've got a couple of things I'm going to show you. So the side to side is simply and of course we want to do something with the arms. So let's do several things. Let's go out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest and march forward. On the marching, you can alter the intensity by having bigger range of motion with higher knees and higher elbows. You can do a faster cadence, but we're not jogging where we're doing, nobody's jogging. It's a little bit jarring to our joints to jog. We can also jump rope. Now we're shifting the weight from side to side. You're behind your chair. If you feel at all like you need the chair for balance, just do these things one arm at a time. We're going to jump rope backwards. That's actually opening up the chest here a little bit. Let's do 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest, and rest. We're going to do something that's a little tricky. I don't think I've done this for a while. We're going short step, short step, short step, and then a big step to bring you back from where you started. Short, 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 big, short, 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 big, short, 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 big, short, 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 big. Three more. Short, 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 big, short, 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 big, and back to center. We need to do that on the other side so we're even. Short, 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 big, short, 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 big, short. We're going sideways, short, back, big, short, 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 big, short, 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 big, short, 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 big. Two more. If I get too far over, I'm in my easy chair over here off camera. So rest, 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 rest. We can also go narrow, wide. So let's do a couple of those. It's narrow and wide. 2, 3, 4, narrow and wide. Narrow, wide. Narrow, narrow, wide, wide, narrow, narrow, wide, wide, narrow, narrow, wide, wide. In my class, when I could see everyone, I could tell how folks were doing. So if you need to slow it down a little or have a seat, or if you want to go faster, just go faster. Wide, wide, narrow, narrow, wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Last one. And rest, and rest. Nice and tall behind your chair, shoulders are back. We're going to do 8 squats. I'll turn sideways, you don't turn sideways. Hips come back and the knees bend. Do not need to get super low. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Lunges look like this. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. The front foot does all the work. We're just bending both legs. If you don't need the chair for balance, they look like this. Hey, buddy. Couple more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch legs, switch legs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How are we doing? Let's have a seat. Have some water. I had a friend take this class the other day and she almost stepped on her cat's tail. So be careful if you have pets running around. You do not want to trip on a cat or a dog. And I'm mainly reminding myself of that. Nice and tall. Shoulders are back. If you do not have equipment, you can do the same exercises we're going to do with no equipment. We're going to start with our weights. If you don't have the silver sneakers equipment, did I bring any? Oh, here they are. Then make do with some water bottles. These make good weights. They're almost the right amount of weight. Cans of soup, cans of beans, anything you have, or just go through the range of motion. We're doing bicep curls. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to flip it over. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip it over one more quarter turn. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and tall. Let's do something kind of fun, kind of easy. We're tapping the weights out here, and then we're going around and tapping them behind. If you want more of a challenge, there's a Silver Sneakers Circuit, which is a different class, and they do all the weights and bands standing. So if you are actually finding this way too easy for yourself, you can do all the things standing. I'm just cueing everyone seated because that's generally how I do my class. So what number are we on? Let's call it a day with this one. Triceps are the kind of the opposite of biceps. Elbows are in tight, pushing back and pulling them up. Push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Let us do something a little harder. These are called flies. Your arms are almost straight out. They go laterally and then they pull back in. Push them out, pull them back. If any of these exercises bother your shoulder, just skip the one that is troublesome. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and rest. Let's do a little stretch of our neck and shoulders. Hold the weights in both hands. If you have soup cans, you're probably not. This is probably not going to work. But if you have something you can hold in both hands, or just one weight, lean away, stretching out here. Other direction, other arm, lean away. Oh, right in here, I need that. If I need it, maybe you do too. Okay, back to center. We're going to do another tough one. This is an overhead press. 8. Push it up, pull it down. So kind of think about pulling it down rather than just relaxing everything, letting gravity pull it down. You're the boss of the weights. Push them up, pull them down. Push, pull, push, pull. 3 more, 2 more, 1 more, rest. We're going to go out to the side, pushing it out, pulling it back. Get as long as you can. Those of you that watch me carefully notice that I set the weight down each time. That's sort of a bad habit that I got into, so it's harder not to set the weight down. Again, it's up to you. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Oh, that's enough of those. Let's do our circles and our Pallof press. Those two are kind of similar exercises in that they work the core a little bit. So we're making circles. The weights are together like this. You could also have the weights like this. I find that actually a little harder. 3, 2, 1. Other side. 8, 7, 6, 5. And why is it harder when you do it like that? If you notice now, it puts the shoulders in kind of a different relationship with each other. And they kind of like to work together if they can. So they would rather do this. Let's rest. Let's rest. Put the weights on one leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch legs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and tall, shoulders back. Lateral raises, probably almost the hardest, I think, of all of them. You can do these with lesser weights or no weights, or you can do them one at a time. If you're in the habit of doing this, don't do that. They just need to go to shoulder height, no higher. And again, pushing and pulling. Push, pull, push, pull. 2 more. Last one, rest. We can also go forward. These are hard as well, in which we go like this and down. This puts a little more torque on everything because there's a lot of weight out front of us, so you really have to pull in your stomach. And again, you could always do these one at a time. rest. Anything we haven't done with our weights that we can't live without doing. Nice and tall. Let's put the weights down, have another sip of water. Where did my water go? Way, of course, way over here. Up. Before we pick up any other equipment, I'm just going to show you a nice shoulder exercise. It should feel really good now because you're completely warmed up. We've done this over and over. If one of it's actually 4 exercises in one, and if any part of the exercise bothers you, just skip that part. We'll do 4 more. When you're doing the peekaboo part of it, don't get lazy and just stop here. See if you can get the elbows together to really stretch out everything. Last one. So no lazy elbows, they come together, you push them up, you pull them down, they come together again, goalpost, rest. Let's stretch out that shoulder. And who is ready for another piece of equipment? How about the stretch bands? If you don't have stretch band, you could use a wooden dowel for some of the exercises. For example, this one here. Let's all do it. So if you have a wooden dowel, just hold the dowel. And you're pulling, as you go back, you're pulling with the leading arm to get yourself a bigger stretch. Five more. 4. 3 more. 2 more. Oh, that might be enough. That might be enough. We can also do something like, I call this the crazy 8s because it looks like a figure 8, and I'm not sure why the crazy part came in. So a couple different ways you can do this. You can hold it like I'm holding it here. You can also put your hands through the handles and hold the weight, hold the stretch band, and then do it like this. And actually this almost seems a little easier because then I can get my arms wider if I want and do a bigger crazy 8. Or I can have them really narrow and do a little tiny crazy 8. Rest. If you haven't put your hands through the handle, do that now, and we'll do a shoulder stretch where we simply go up as high as we can. We're pulling the band a little apart as we go up. And this one especially, only go to your own ability. If you make your hands wider, some of us might be able to go behind our back, but don't push it. This one is tough. Just go as far as you can. And you don't need to do very many times, right? That's enough. A little bit easier, grab the band here, grab the band here. If you don't have any equipment at all, keep going everyone, keep going. You just do what we're doing with no equipment. It works almost the same. What number are we on? 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go to the other side. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, we got 2, we got 1. We are resting. Can we row? A row is a hip hinge, and then as we come back, we pull the band farther apart. 8, keep going. I gotta adjust my glasses here so they don't fall over my face. 6, reach and roll, reach and roll. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Rest, nice and tall. We can also start high and go down. As we go down, we pull the band farther apart. This is challenging for some of us. You can also go forward with the band. So straight overhead, sometimes some shoulders don't like that, versus this is a little more friendly. And the reason is it kind of helps, these muscles help out a little bit. What number? 3, 2, last one, rest. Nice and tall. Oh, let's do this. This is a rotator cuff. You can flip the hands like this, and then you're simply pulling and back. Resist the band coming back, resist the band coming back. 6 more, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Let's unhook the band. They're going to go behind our back. Everyone ready? Out to the side. Ideally, they're under the armpits. If they're not under the armpits, you can still do the exercise, but it's rubbing on the shoulder, and it may tend to kind of snap forward. So ideally, you are under the armpits. 2 more. 1 more. And rest. Next one is this would be kind of like doing a push-up if you were at home doing a push-up. So it's working the chest a little bit more. You're resisting the band as it comes back. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Oh, let's finish with this alternating which arm is on top. This is more rotator cuff. 5 more. 4 more. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Let's stretch out the leg with the band. This is my favorite part, and I almost forgot it today. Just out to the side and back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm leaning a little bit, but that's to avoid my my easy chair. Ideally, you are nice and straight. Let's switch legs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's rest. Nice and tall, shoulders are back. If you just love this equipment, I have a quick tip on where to get it. Do I have it? Not, oh yeah. It's silversneakers.orders.com. Silver Sneakers. This might be backwards in your screen. I'm not sure how this works, but it's silversneakers.orders.com. And they have all the equipment. Unfortunately, they're kind of back ordered along with everything else, so the more popular things are out of order. If you get the ball, make sure you get the pump, because it will come deflated and then you'll be frustrated. So let's grab the ball. And none of these things are expensive at all. They're very reasonable. I think the balls are $3. 8, 7. If you don't have the ball, just go through the range of motion. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. If you scoot forward a little in your chair, we're going to open up shoulders by going behind the back with the ball. 8, 7, 6, 5, and you know what's next. 3, 2, and let's reverse direction. If you actually cannot get behind your back, just go to as far as you can go. So then it would look like this. Let's go 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Nice and tall. Let's do, so I usually don't do this at the J because then the balls get dirty, but go ahead and put the ball on the floor, put your foot there, reach out, and then pull the ball back. 8, 7, 6, So this is a little unstable, so that's going to make some of these muscles work a little harder to keep the stability. 3 more, 2 more, 1 more, and switch the ball to the other foot, out and back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Let's crush the ball here a few times above the knee. So a couple of you might have noticed sometimes I wear shoes, sometimes socks. Socks are not a good idea on hardwood floors or any kind of tile. Ideally, you have shoes for that. I have a carpet, so it's actually a little more conducive to my foot getting a nice workout by squeezing into the ground. But generally, shoes or barefoot, if you have a soft carpet and you want to do socks, or if you don't want to get your house dirty with your shoes. That's enough of that. Lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I am ready to put the ball behind my back, lower back first, leaning back into it. Oh, does that feel good? Again, you could and should probably do this daily if you have a ball. Why not? It feels great. Not the whole class, but the thing stretching out. You could do the whole class every day because these classes are all recorded and then they're saved on the JCC website. So if you sleep in one day or you want to do a different day, they're all saved for you. Put the ball up higher, and depending on the kind of chair you have, you might be able to get that ball in between your shoulder blades, reaching up nice and high. This is our good morning stretch. Anyway, we should have done it when we got out of bed. Oh. Couple more. Oh, does that feel good? And then back to center. Let's do a tiny bit of opposite game. Again, all we're doing, if you don't have a ball, you don't need a ball. We are just stretching out opposite arm, opposite leg. Get as long as you can. Four more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more, and same side. That might seem easy, but your brain gets a little used to doing it one way. So we're going same side, long, and now opposite side. Can you switch? Opposite arm, opposite leg, same side, opposite. Same, opposite. Same. No, same. Opposite. Rest, rest, rest. Let's do this. I always enjoy doing this. 1 clap or 2. Can you do 3? I only did 1. If you can do 4, rest. As we age, our ability to do these quick movements, we kind of slow down a little bit. So this is always fun, even if you can do 1 clap, or even if you can't do a clap and just catch the ball. They're really fun to play with. Anything else we should do? Let's put the balls down. Let's get the best posture ever. That means shoulders back, tall neck. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And again. 1 more. Let's do an easy stretch of the big hamstring so the leg goes out straight. Don't come out of your chair, just hip hinge forward. You can add an arm. We are bending at the hip, not the back. And we're just holding. And usually at the end of class, this is the time to do these stretches where you hold the position. Let's go to the other leg out. How are we doing here? Good. And back to center. So I hope everyone is having good holidays, whether you had Passover yesterday or if Easter is coming. So enjoy the holidays. Stay connected. Stay connected. That's critical for us in these times. I will see everybody Monday. I'm here Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9:30. Have a great rest of your day.